Hi there folks, Kerren here from Geeknson. We're in the heart of the Modiphius studios and I'm here with Chris and James. We're going to be having a little bit of a chat about the new Fallout game that's coming very, very soon. Now, we're a couple of days away from Gen Con. How's it all looking? Are you guys prepared or is it just coming down to the wire?
We've been, the guys have been gluing together miniatures that have just come in from the factory and preparing the kind of test cards and dice and stuff so we can give people a really fun demo of Fallout at the show.
It's going to be. It's one of the games that has really sort of had a lot of interest. Has that put a bit of pressure on you guys at all, or is that something that's is it something that you've kind of been confident about?
I know as a big Fallout fan myself that everyone's is going to be like waiting to see those actual miniatures and whether the T60 armor really looks like the T60 armor that all these people have been playing the game for years. So. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Pressure. Yeah, we're really confident. We've got a great design team, and the miniatures sculptors have done a fantastic job getting the likenesses, and I mean pretty much everything sells straight through Bethesda approvals. They really loved the designs. There was maybe 3 figures that we had little minor tweaks on. So I'm pretty confident we've got the right look, and the quality is right up there.
I mean, I've seen some of the first miniatures that have come out, and the power armor looks like the power armor. The detail is, you can tell straight away exactly what it is. So I'm sure people are going to be absolutely blown away when they see these things. Yeah. Now, obviously, with working with Bethesda, were there any changes that you had to make specifically to the game at all? Did they, ask for anything in particular, or were you almost given free rein?
Kind of started with free rein, and then understanding the game, the video game, and utilising the knowledge of that, I think it's really important to then have how to shape it to make it then feel like Fallout. So I went through and actually listed this bit refers to the video game or represents it, just to make it really clear as to where it did fit in. And actually their response was really good, and there was nothing really major that they needed that had to change. They were pleased with how we'd managed to portray their universe.
Yeah, and that's always the key thing, because anyone, you could write and put together a bunch of war game rules, roll a few dice, get some hits, and have an attack value, defense value, whatever. I mean, and that happens with a lot of games. But we really wanted to get across that feeling of playing Fallout. So obviously the special stats are really, really important, and so that's triggered a lot of the sort of foundations for the game of how we've approached the design. And I think also the being able to do you build up your crew, the settlements are a part of the game. For me personally, I was always playing war games solo as a kid, because I was in this little town, and so I was really adamant that I wanted to have a sort of solo gameplay. And by having solo, it means you can have co-op as well. So we've been able to kind of add all these extra elements to the game that I think people are going to really love.
In regards to actually sort of like designing the game and how it all went, was there any difficulty in trying to include stuff like VATS or the special system? Was it something that just kind of came overnight, or was there a long process involved in those?
It was pleasantly a fast process at the start. So the original kind of idea that I put forwards included the idea of having VATS with the quick actions and just extra bursts of action. And actually it's worked out really well, so it's been really good. I think the interesting part of Fallout, the challenge, was that there's such a variety in the world of Fallout. You've got things that are really dangerous and things that are actually not too dangerous, but everything could kill you. So you can't have things that are massively powerful and can't be touched, but then also you can't have things that are massively powerful that can die really easily either. So the systems we've kind of created have tried to give that variety, and make it interesting. So you're never safe.
Yeah, and we listen to the community a lot as well, and we do a lot of research with all our games, and whilst we think we know we've got a really cool idea for a game, we do go out there to the community, go, well, actually, kind of what are you excited about and what are you looking forward to? So we did a lot of research and showed that people really wanted to be able to get that sort of like settlement building, crew building feel out of the game. They wanted to be able to use a lot of characters as well as units as well. So they wanted to be able to play bigger and bigger games, but starting small. And so there was a lot of sort of like great feedback from the community that we've listened to. And I think we have quite a good history of kind of listening to what people are saying and, tweaking our vision for the game to kind of fit better.
Okay. How has the community sort of responded to this? Are they really looking forward to it? Are they kind of clamouring for that first look at the game? Or
Yes. I mean, we've been revealing lots of miniatures in the last few weeks, and we've started a development blog in the last couple of weeks. So that's been gradually unfolding the rules and talking more about how the game actually works. So, and of course, people are really hungry to find out what type of game it is, and how much scenery they need, because lots of people are already building their scenic boards and war game tables, and desperate to know what they need for the table. So it's all gradually coming out, and we do things at the right pace rather than jumping the gun and telling everything before it's ready.
Yeah. So. What sort of stage are you guys at, sort of in regards to testing? Is it now just a case of a lot of play testing, seeing exactly what you've got going on there, and then moving forward with that, or is it more a case of really fine-tuning little bits here and there?
I think it's both in different areas of the game. So we've got play testers at the moment trying out scenarios and the different units that we're creating. So I'm constantly creating lots of different weapons and the units, and currently doing the Death Claw, trying to make him nasty but not too nasty.
I don't know, that's part of it though.
Well,
it needs to be really
This is just
nasty.
a start as well. So after that, it could be the albino Death Claw, or the
legendary.
Yeah, exactly. So they can get worse. So actually, what we've got now is just the base level, and then we can build on that later. But yes, there's a lot of tuning in terms of the numbers, and just tweaks really. So there's a lot of.
I mean, production-wise, miniature-wise, we're way ahead. We've got the first 3 months worth of releases already sculpted. We're starting to work on the 4th month. We've also got the second wave of factions, because the first factions coming out are like the Super Mutants, the Brotherhood of Steel, and the Survivors, who are kind of like all the characters you meet when you first start the game. Yeah. So you've got like Preston Garvey, Sturgis, Mama Murphy, etc. A bunch of survivors who are,
all there,
ready to be chased across the wasteland by the nearest Deathclaw. But we're already starting on the Raiders. They start work next week, and the Institute are done, and then we've got the Enclave coming soon after that as well.
All exciting. Yeah. Obviously, today I was able to take a look at the game, and it is a lot of fun. It definitely feels like Fallout. Have you guys got any sort of, obviously it's mostly based on Fallout 4. Obviously without saying too much, are there any plans to revisit things like New Vegas 3, even some of the earlier games?
We are doing, already we're working on units and characters from Fallout 3.
Okay.
Even in 4 alone, if we just start to 4, there's plenty of
there's a lot to go through.
Characters, just because of the depth of the storyline that you can explore. But we're working on the Enclave, and we've got units like Riley's Rangers, Gunners, etc., all kind of slowly coming through. And then we'll start looking at Fallout 1 and 2, and just going backwards, like picking out the real key characters, because we found that people really want the main characters to be able to play those and include them in their force. And then, of course, there's sort of smaller factions that we can build out with as well. Obviously, lots of cool terrain and things. Yeah,
the universe of Fallout is so big. There's going to be so much that you guys are going to be able to take advantage of. Obviously, going forward, what are the next steps for you guys in regards to releasing information? Have you guys got an idea of when you're going to be releasing the game? Have you guys got anything sort of in place that you could speak about today?
Well, the pre-order will start pretty soon, hopefully soon after Gen Con.
Okay.
And everyone that we were hoping to start in August, but sometimes you've just got to wait with these things until it's all ready. Obviously, everything has to go through approvals. So we're pretty close, and so the pre-order will kick off, and people will be able to get special bundles. There's a very cool bonus figure if you order from
exciting.
us, who's very cool. It's got some interesting abilities, and who we haven't shown off yet. And then there'll be a retail pre-order. So if you want to support your local store, you can go in and order from them closer to Christmas.
Okay.
And so then that's when hopefully we're looking to release.
It's all exciting, building up now. Obviously, coming closer to when we are going to be releasing. Is there one thing that you kind of are really looking forward to Fallout fans getting their hands on with this game? Is the one thing that you say is really going to stand out for them?
I think for me it's the scenarios to play through in the battle. So you can play straightforward battles with it, so that's all catered for. But you can also have really interesting scenarios that we're providing, which really dig into the Fallout universe. So as well as fighting, with lockpicking, searching, hacking. Also there are events as well as you play through the rounds, and also individual players may have their own quests to be going on as well that the other player won't know about. So I think that element of the story that can come through as well really makes it different.
Okay.
That's the bit for me. How about you?
Yeah, I think scenarios is a big thing. One of my bugbears with war games is that they often have the standard, okay, you meet in the middle, or this is a defensive battle, but they don't really have a lot of scenario or campaign support. So we really wanted to add in, that's why it's got a lot of narrative depth to it. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts in the game. You can just play the points or caps based battle, or you can dig deep and play some of the scenarios, and then there'll be a solo campaign as well. So if you want to play through on your own against the forces of the wasteland as a random sort of discovery as you're exploring, or even as an actual force coming onto the battlefield. So and the great thing is, as you buy each new set, you're going to get new AI cards that tailor the figures you're buying towards that sort of really cool AI force. So I think as people discover it's not just a miniatures game, but there's a lot more depth to it. I think it's going to be exciting to see how they
react to it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that with Fallout being as big as it is, it's all, it's nice to have the miniatures, but there's always something more. It's not just about the character that you play in Fallout, it's everything else that's going on around it. So really, really looking forward to that. So thank you for talking to me today. It's been very, very enlightening, and I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what's going to be coming out in the coming few weeks. So thank you for joining us here. My name's been Kerren. Thank you very much.